You are taking a live look over quiet downtown Sacramento this morning. The Sacramento Kings purple beam did not shine last night, but don't give up just yet. The Kings still have a lot of time to make a comeback. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday, October 28th. I'm Monica Coleman.
And I'm meteorologist Brendan Minchef, back after a weekend off.
We missed you, and you also brought some cool temperatures. So what's on tap for us today?
I did find some cold weather.
Your time is 6:03. We continue this morning with a developing story out of Maine, where the manhunt for the alleged mass shooter, Robert Card, is now over. Authorities say he was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Card is accused of killing 18 people and hurting 13 others. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest. In other news, nearly 4 years after the death of 11-year-old Roman Lopez, his father, Jordan Piper, has changed his plea to guilty on a charge of second-degree murder. Roman was reported missing from his Placerville home in January of 2020. Turning things over to sports, like we said, we did not get to see the beam shine last night, and we'll have a recap of the game later in the show, but the Kings are a big boost for the local economy. ABC 10's Garjpal Sangha explains, even with the Kings' loss, the expectations remain high for fans and businesses. Gotta love the energy the Kings bring to the city. And the Downtown Sacramento Partnership says year to date, there have been about 2.7 million visitors to Golden One Center. And that is close to 30% higher than it was before the pandemic. Flannery Associates, the group proposing a new city called California Forever, has sent a survey to all county residents. ABC 10's Devin Drewby spent a day in Vacaville hearing from residents. Retail thefts in California are reaching alarming levels. The growing city of Lathrop is cracking down too after hundreds of reports and dozens of arrests. One of the Lathrop Police Department's latest arrests comes from a brand new officer on his first day on the job. Social media is hurting kids, and now dozens of state attorney generals are taking a stand. 41 states, including California, are suing Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram. The climate crisis is impacting the decisions people make every day. Now more people are considering climate change when planning their families. Friday night was a busy sports night here in Sacramento. It was the Kings home opener, Republic FC was in action, and we had high school football. ABC 10's Kevin John joins us now with more. So Brendan, there are a lot of events happening outdoors today. People need to bundle up. It will be cold. I always say Halloween brings the cooler temps. Hey friends, welcome back in on this Saturday. If you open up the windows or step outside, it's a little chilly, so make sure you bundle up. But let's check in with meteorologist Brendan Minchef for a full look at the forecast. Turning to breaking news overnight in Egypt. At least 32 people were killed in a multi-car crash on a highway. This happened after a passenger bus hit a parked car between the capital city of Cairo and Alexandria. The Egyptian Health Ministry says at least 63 people were hurt. 29 vehicles were a part of the crash, according to a state-run news organization. Heavy fog is said to have been forecasted to be on the highway the day before. Turning to the latest on the war in Israel. Israel is expanding ground operations in Gaza. Overnight, new bombardments in Gaza left at least 4 people hurt, according to Israeli emergency officials. ABC's Liz Landers has the latest. This morning, we are getting a closer look at a family-run restaurant in Sacramento serving up Latin American cuisine. Many of the recipes have been in the family for years, passed down through the generations. ABC's Alicia Machado has more on what inspires the flavors at Lola's Lounge. Just in time for Halloween, there's a new fright-filled movie based on an equally creepy video game. Marcus Allen says it's what to watch. It will be a windy weekend, Brendan. Thank you. And before we go, here's a recap of some of the top stories we've been following for you this morning.